Two Brewers Yukon Single Malt Whisky Release 14. Time to rush out and grab one before they're gone? Stay tuned for the Whiskey Whistle. Hey brothers and sisters, Mark here from WhiskyWhistle, sharing a little bit of whiskey awesomeness here in Winnipeg, the center of North America. Today I'm showcasing Two Brewers Release 14. Now this is, I believe, my 10th? I've had quite a few of the Two Brewers. They've been very good to me with sending me the samples. And so this is the poster for the current release 14. And let me just read this to you. A large measure of deeply roasted malts and patient aging to develop its unique qualities provides a spirit of singular character, a true treasure. Now, I think I was told that this has a little bit of chocolate malt in it. That would be one of their deeply roasted malts. Last month we had Two Brewers here in Winnipeg, here at my house actually, for the second meeting of the Winnipeg Whiskey Club. So that was really great to meet Dave Gardner. Dave, hey there, how are you? And Heather, thank you so much for the sample. Really appreciate that. Bob and is it Al? I think it's Al. Cheers, guys. Hope you're happy blending on whatever day you happen to see this video. All right, let's get some of this poured, and then we'll check out the color of the whiskey. We'll check out the legs. What kind of legs does Release 14 have? Natural color, unchill filtered. And then we'll check out the nose, the palate, and the finish before we give it a Whiskey Whistle whiskey score. And boy, she sent me quite a lot. Now this is, I think, a 4 ounce. So that's a 2 ounce. And I think it's the same company. And that's a 4 ounce. So she's sent me round about 3 ounces. So that's very nice. Thank you very much. And we'll get that poured. Healthy pour, about 25 milliliters. Okay, so first of all, the color. Let's check out the color of Two Brewers Release 14. What do you see there for color? Now, to me, that is just your nice standard golden whiskey hue, but it does seem a little bit darker than I recall some of the other releases. So that could be most likely from the fact that it is well aged. Now, I don't know exactly what casks are involved here, but they have ex-bourbon casks. They use some brand new charred oak casks. I think it's char number 2, Dave Gardner told me. And some sherry casks as well. So quite a variety of casks that they have at the ready. This is the innovative line. And the innovative line works on the malt, the malting, the brewing process. So they don't really expressly detail what kind of casking has gone into that. For their special finishes line, that's where they experiment with whiskeys and how the wood affects the flavor. Okay, so let's check out the legs now for Two Brewers Release 14. Here we go. Let's see here. Chocolate malt. What have you done? Seems to make the legs a little bit on the slow side. Can you see how slow that is there? Trickling down very slowly. And for 43% ABV, that is very nice to see. Beautiful. All right, let's get on to the nosing. Beautiful nose. Definitely a Two Brewers nose. I'm getting a little bit of cola for the first time. I don't think I've ever noticed cola before. Beautiful cola note there. New oak, I believe, has been used. It's got kind of a bourbony hint to it. I don't think sherry. I could be wrong. So I think new oak and ex-bourbon. Okay, on to the palate. Cheers. Oh, sorry. Any other flavors there? Scents? Mint sprigs, cola. Kind of a sweet lime. A salty herbal note as well. All right. Cheers. And cheers to Two Brewers and Yukon Spirits. Now, I took a big old sip there. Let me take a smaller one. Oh my. The palate reminds me a lot of like Stranahan's. The finish, however, chocolatey, fudgy, a little bit of Tootsie Roll. Tootsie Roll. Very long finish. Beautiful wood they've used, and that's really accented the chocolatey malt and deeply roasted malts they've used. Now, for single malt, for Scotch single malts, the Scotch, what is it called now? Scotch Whisky Association, SWA, I think. They really don't like chocolate malt for some reason. I guess because it's really never been used for brewing. For distilling, I should say. Now, Signet from Glenmorangie uses chocolate malt. And they were okay with it, the Scotch Whisky Association. But somebody else wanted to use chocolate malt, and the Scotch Whisky Association said no. Anyway, thankfully we're in Canada. And in Canada, we have a little bit more freedom for distilling. Yeah, beautiful bourbony-esque nose. Sweet. Fresh. Slightly well-aged oak. So imagine oak sawdust. Beautiful furniture. All right, the palate one more time. Cola coming through again. Again, very much like Stranahan's. Very much like this guy. But the finish is just unreal. This is where I'm getting these fudgy, chocolatey, hint of coffee type of notes. Again, on the palate, I'm getting pepper, I'm getting mint, I'm getting that cola note. The finish, however, is just unreal. Beautiful finish. Tootsie Roll. Up the yin yang. Coffee is kind of like a Vietnamese coffee. or like cold brew with a little bit of maple syrup added, which is very nice, by the way. You should try that. And some kind of a beautiful cream. Cream is not cream, right? If you can get some cream in Denmark, beautiful stuff. So if you like bourbon, you're going to like this one. And if you like American single malts like Stranahan's, then yeah, this will be up your alley. Also, if you're a Signet fan, I would highly recommend grabbing a bottle of this. If you're in Alberta or BC, maybe Manitoba in the future. Maybe. Hopefully. Okay. That fudgy note is coming through now with water added. And interestingly, with this one, I don't get a lot of the signature savory notes that I typically get from Two Brewers. So this one is very different and very wonderful. And I think that this should be a recurrent theme, a chocolate malt from Two Brewers with this selection of oak. And it comes off again. This is kind of like an 8 or 10-year-old in age, and it would compare to 12-year-old single malts. Very nice. Time to give this a WhiskyWhistle whiskey score. What is that going to be? Well, folks, the WhiskyWhistle whiskey score for Two Brewers Yukon Single Malt Whisky Release 14, innovative, with lots of deeply roasted malts, including chocolate malt, I believe. That is going to be 91 out of 100. Yep, you heard it. 91 is the WhiskyWhistle whiskey score for Two Brewers Release 14. Thank you so much, Two Brewers. Well done with this one. The whole range is amazing, and you guys really have what it takes to run with this. You wowed everybody in Winnipeg. You're wowing everybody all over the world. So just let it fly and keep it coming, okay? All right, well, hope you liked that one. Stay tuned for more Whiskey Whistles coming very soon. Make sure you hit the subscribe button right over here. And why not hit the notification bell so you get notified through the email or through your badges on your WhiskyWhistle app, WhiskyWhistle, your YouTube app. I don't have an app yet. Maybe soon. All right, so get notified. And why not check me out on Patreon, patreon.com/WhiskyWhistle. Help this channel move along. And if you're in Winnipeg, join the Winnipeg Whiskey Club, winnipegwhiskeyclub.com. No E on whiskey, okay? Because we're in Canada. We don't have an E on whiskey. Okay, anyway, take care, everybody. Goodbye now. Thanks for watching Whiskey Whistle. Be sure to subscribe, and don't forget to give this video a like, and leave a comment down below. Be sure to stay tuned next time to join me, the host of the show, Mark, as I explore more whiskeys with you. Take care now, and we'll see you next time.